Howdy humans, it's Tim here, and today I thought I'd talk to you as yesterday marked 1 year anniversary of the end of a 35.5 day water fast. I broke it on day 36, July 11th, 2018. So I thought on that note, many of you watching this may have followed that fast along. People thought it was crazy, people thought it was inspiring, people thought it was just interesting, just a strange piece of live action, reality YouTube as it was. I'm looking a little bit healthier, or healthier is a perspective, who knows. You know, a little chubby in the cheeks now than at the end of that fast, obviously. Feeling a lot better. Some of the issues, just to run over it quickly, that I went into the fast with were my whole body felt like it was stiffening up, like when your shoes on at the end of the day and it just feels tighter and tighter, it feels really tight. I felt like my body was getting like that day to day. It was just feeling worse and worse, and I was doing all the things I believed to correct it, and none of it was quite working. And a mixture of a very scientific study of myself, looking into all these alternate simplistic solutions, and my intuition led me to this fast. My issues I blamed on pre-veganism. All the stuff in my system from before was vegan. I had digestive issues, although they got worse throughout the veganism, which maybe was a sign for me that I wasn't looking at. But the digestive issues, hemorrhoids, problems going to the bathroom, painfulness, depression, never satiated, never satisfied with food. I was not calorie restricting at all. Weird things that weren't right. And so this led me, and I was guided to do this fast. Went on, wasn't planning to do 35 days, going to do a week, ended up 21 days, 28 days, 35 days. And I'm very glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. I'm grateful to it. I got the answers that I got health back, right? So the things that have changed since then in 1 year, I'm feeling a lot more relaxed in my body. I can sit much more comfortably cross-legged. My joints have started to open up a lot more. There's less calcification going in my body. I can train again, I can move again, I can play again, I can create again. I feel all this stuff come flooding back, but I've had to get my nutrition right. It wasn't just plain sailing, it wasn't just stop being vegan and I'm suddenly healthy. I do completely concede that just people that go straight to carnivore, that's not solving the issues, the gut issues, and there's many layers to the whole healing thing. But I do feel like I've got some solid ground behind me since coming out of veganism, and since the fast, and since trying many things, and you know, I couldn't even eat fruit, and vegetables were really still messing me up for a period. Even with the animal products, I was still having issues digesting them at sometimes. But there's a few things I have incorporated. I've tried lots of things. I've played around with the diet quite a lot. I've played around with a lot of different supplements. There's a few things that have worked, that have helped me to feel like this, that has come around in the last few months. I've really found like I've found some stable ground, and can share some answers that I've got with you guys, and I owe it to you guys, because I'm getting a lot of messages from people saying, Tim, I've just tried animal products and I feel this vigor come back in my life, but then I've still got some gut issues. How do I do this? One person even messaged me and said, I listened to you and I've messed up my gut for life. And they were angry, and I apologize to you. I'm sorry for someone, if you listened to me, you went vegan, and you're struggling. So that's why I'm putting out this video, to help those people that are there, or in the future you want to come out and try something. This is for you guys. So one of the biggest things that has made the biggest difference for me was getting the right supplements. As you know, I'd rejected animal products and I rejected supplements, and I've conceded both of them. And so getting the right supplements was key. I tried many things of cod liver oils and vitamin D3s, and I tried many different supplements. The one I found to work, I'm going to link down below. It's quite an expensive one, but it was recommended to me by the right person, and I thought, why not? What have I got to lose? They really raved about it. I tried it, and it's complete. Basically, it's from Dr. Joel Wallach. We need these 90 essential vitamins that we're not getting enough food, because our food is devoid of real nutrients these days, because the soil is depleted from reusing it over and over again, and it's not regenerating properly. And so this is a way for you to guarantee getting those in. Now, the biggest difference I noticed when I took these supplements was I'd go away on these trips to the Lake District for the mountain course, whatever, and I'd eat as one of them, as a civilian in this environment. And I'd notice every day I'd get stiffer and stiffer, and I'd come back and it would take me a week of eating incredibly clean and specific to get out of this stiffness that I just put back in my body from eating that way in society's normal way. But when I incorporate these supplements, I would come back and I wouldn't feel anywhere near as bad, and it would only be a day of eating right and yoga for me to get back to where I was before the trip. Now that is really key and important to me. That was a massive change for me, and getting these supplements right, it could be massive amount of deficiencies, and that creates all these plants and vegetables that people are suffering with that end up having to go carnivore, and we don't want to do that. So I'm trying to sort of solve this to help you guys so you don't have to do that either. So you can consume plant products and fruit and stuff again and be fine. So this supplement, I'll link it down below. There's a UK supplier. They're not that I've got an affiliate link, but that's me. I seek them out after I found it and it worked for me, because I could recommend hundreds of different supplements and all these things, but I'm telling you this because it worked for me. Can't say it's going to work for everyone, but it worked for me and my friend that recommended it to me. Gets you all your essential vitamins in. Also, there's an L-Glutamine protocol I've incorporated recently, and that's a completely vegan product, and 5 milligrams of that in water, stir it up, drink that. That's been working quite well. Strengthens the gut, helps the gut lining apparently. There's so many different supplements, you read all these different things, and I've tried loads of them. Sorry about that, battery died. Let's train you up. So those are a few things I've incorporated. I'll leave a link down below to the L-Glutamine I'm currently using. Distilled water. I'm still using distilled water. I use Mega Home Distiller. I'll link that down below. I still recommend Distiller, but I have incorporated adding salt. This is when I came out of my fast. I was fully in the belief of raw vegan, no salt, all this stuff. Salt has really helped me. I've added salt regularly to my food, to what I'm cooking, to my diet. Like the salt with the distilled water. Just the right pinch so it doesn't taste like seawater, but it's just nice and slick. Would I do the fast again? I will fast again. I definitely still want to do a urine fast, maybe a juice fast. I wanted to start with the water fast because it seemed like the purest one. I don't know if I'd do 35 days again. I don't think I need to do that. I don't think that hasn't specifically solved my issues. It just led me to the next step. It cleared me. It got me where I needed to get to. So I don't think I necessarily recommend people to do those long fasts unless you've got some serious issues. Maybe it is a big cancer or something like that. And the food, getting nutrition right, is so important to how we feel and live day to day. And I have had to completely cut gluten out, and I'm eating a lot less carbs. But if I do have pinches of them, I don't get seriously, it doesn't mash me up anywhere near what it used to. So I've become my gut's become a lot more resilient through doing the right things. But a daily practice of yoga, I've been going to just gentle beginners yoga for a few months now, and that's really helping. But getting nutrition right, guys, is so important to how our mood feels, and it's so hard to connect the two sometimes, to observe it in ourselves, but I promise you it's there. If you have depression or anxiety, cutting out all processed food, just eat real food, just eat whole foods, a bit of fish if you need to, and eggs, whatever. Meat if you're that way inclined. Go to a local farm shop, but eat real food. If we're eating these processed stuff, and we've got anxiety and we're wondering why, it's so tied in. That's one thing I've learned on this journey, and that's part of the reason I fasted. Pretty much all my symptoms subsided during the fast, and then until I came out of it, they came back. I did definitely notice that the fast really put me back to like a newborn state where I was extra sensitive to everything that I was consuming. And even my training, it took me many months, and I'm still just coming out of it, I feel, where I couldn't do really intense exercise without feeling sort of burnt out, and my central nervous system would feel fatigued. And so the heart is obviously a muscle, and when I fasted for that long and didn't do activity, it atrophied to a degree. And so to build the heart strength back up, having had it sort of cleared out and filtered throughout the fast, and coming back and getting the diet right, it's been important. But it's been a journey I've enjoyed, and I'm grateful for. And I'm getting back to strength. I'm getting size back. I'm feeling a lot healthier again. a healthy spine is key. And if you've got the wrong nutrition, you get deficiencies, you're over consuming the wrong foods as well. It doesn't work. So the fast itself, I don't know how much the fast healed within me. I think it ran really deep. I think it ran deeper than I'm able to maybe perceive on the surface. As I've mentioned before, one of the biggest things it gave me was a break from life, freed me from desires, a break from all athletic, business, personal, relationship endeavours. It cleared all of that out. I had no desires. I always said I could not wake up the next day. I would have been fine. I had accepted my own death. I'd faced that. I was fine with dying at that stage. So it was like the beginning of all desires begins with a desire for food. And so once that gone, that was a nice piece in my life that not many of us get as adults. So it was a really nice reset, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm excited for the future, for what's to come. And I'm going to keep trapping at this. I'm going to keep working, keep grafting, and I'll keep sharing with you guys. Those are the real ones that are out there that are just happy to witness and are trying stuff themselves. And you know, don't take my word, my advice as, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. Go and do your own tests and research. I'm just another human sharing my experiments and my research. And when I'm wrong, I'm not afraid to admit that I'm wrong. That's what it comes down to, Alad. And when I see that I'm wrong, you know, and that's what any of us should be able to do, and not just shy away. So yeah, if you have any questions, hit me down below and I'll get back to you. But that's it really. 1 year on from the fast. I'm glad I did it. I'm excited for the future, and onwards and upwards. Godspeed, guys.